There was something we spotted yesterday that we wanted to find out a little bit more about on the programme today. A place of worship in the Black Country is one of two in the country who've decided to organise special discussion groups for men to help combat mental health stigmas. The Guru Nanak Gurdwara in Smethwick is beginning meetings this week, and they are open to all regardless of background. But they decided to do this because of a viral post on Instagram from a man from the Sikh community who sadly took his own life. And this post was his goodbye letter, really, expressing how, you know, he'd bottled up a lot of his emotions and his feelings, and he was saying goodbye. And it's a post that rocked the Sikh community. It went viral. He was from Leeds, but it's something that has been very well talked about in the last couple of weeks in the Sikh community, and that is why the Guru Nanak Gurdwara have decided to do something about it. Jatinder Singh is their president, and I caught up with him before the show.
We've seen some disturbing reports on social media, but we've also, when it comes to men and mental health, men are not supported. They're not supported when becoming dads. They're not supported when they're losing jobs. They're not supported quite a lot of the time. Instead, men are told to man up. So we felt it very important that we must address this and provide some sort of support strategy which will cater for men's needs.
What was it that you'd seen on social media that was concerning?
There was a post put out by someone who'd sadly committed suicide over the last few weeks. And a few weeks ago, the gentleman took his own life because he felt that he was not supported, or he couldn't turn to anyone.
Is that what he'd said in the post? Can you give us a flavour of what he'd said in the post?
He'd bottled it up, and he'd just kept his emotions or his feelings inside, and I think it was just he for whatever reason, he just couldn't take it anymore, and he put out a big post which sort of spread like wildfire throughout the community.
Throughout the Sikh community particularly? Well,
throughout the Sikh community, but it was obviously picked up by everyone who was sort of in contact with him, or a friend or family to this gentleman, and not only the Sikh community, but it was across the whole, everyone really. So it was really important for us to address this because this individual was wanting help, but there are so many others who probably are feeling the same way.
And do you think this has been something that maybe hasn't been addressed as widely in the Sikh community?
I think there has been groups available up and down the country, but they're probably not being tapped into as much. I think because we're discussing it on a more bigger scale and more of an open forum, I think it does raise a lot of awareness, and I think that's key because by raising awareness, people understand, they take on board the messages that we want to put across to them.
So you're doing something about it. You've set up these male support groups that are going to start later this month. And how is that going to work exactly, Jatinder?
So it'll be an open group for a male-only safe space for men aged 18 plus, and it will be supporting their mental health and their well-being.
So will it be a sort of sit around and be able to share your feelings if you want, but also just be able to sit and listen if you want?
Absolutely. So it will be both those. It will be support by professionals. There will be signposting, but we're also launching a mixed group, which will be called Duksuk, which is sort sort of happiness and sadness. It translates to be happiness and sadness, which again will look at mental health, well-being, but more in a more open forum. It's open to everyone. It's not just the Sikh community. Everyone is more than welcome to attend, following the etiquette that you would when attending a Gurdwara.
There you go. That is Jatinder Singh, the president of the Guru Nanak Gurdwara in Smethwick. They are holding their first session for men on Sunday the 23rd of January. It is after this shocking post on Instagram from a man from the Sikh community from up north who basically did a suicide note on Instagram, and it's rocked the community. So, they thought in Smethwick, what can we do? What can we do here to try and help? It's an interesting concept, isn't it? We're going to follow them and see how that's gone. I think there's a lot of people struggling at this time of year. It's January, it's cold, it's dark. It's the start of another difficult year for some people as well. But there is lots of support out there if you are in a position right now listening, not feeling right at all. And if you want to find out more about their sessions or any other mental health support, there's lots of information online, but you can get in touch with us here as well. And we will, of course, try and put you in the right direction at BBC Radio WM. If you want to share anything with me, I'd always love to hear from you as well. 08000 321 333 on WhatsApp. Start your message with WM.